Hello?
What is up?
What happened there?
Hey.
Did you hear me?
Yeah. I hear
Ah,
you,
okay,
dude.
okay.
I hear
I
you.
thought, I thought, I thought,
I
I
thought I
thought,
was just speaking, and I didn't know you were there.
no, like, parang, nah, it's okay. Kasi sa Discord, when I was talking, parang yung circle ko wasn't flickering. So, like, oh no,
Oh no.
does my mic work? Hindi, pero
Yeah,
yun nga,
I think.
you hear me, you
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah. And I can see the volumes going up and all that ish. Um, Gone are the days na we start the podcast without sound. Oh my god. Ilang beses ko na nagawa yun. Oh my god. Sobrang olats. Anyway,
But we here now.
yep, we're on time. Yeah, Midge, yes, as
Yes,
always. Just in the nick of time. Good evening. How are you doing, ladies and gents? This is
yes.
randomly asked questions where we talk about everything because everything is valid. And we are your hosts for tonight. We are just going with the left ball and right ball. I'm Rap Duran of UPD.
And I'm Aiky.
Yeah, and
Just,
Quinito.
just so you know, I'm the right ball.
Why? Why would? Why? Why is there a preference?
Wait lang, I
Is this
forgot.
because of the one is low hanging and the other one is
Yeah,
high
yeah. But
hanging?
I think it's different per person. But
Wait.
basta
So,
I want to be the one closer to
so are
to
you
the body.
okay. So if it differs, okay, pasintabi po sa mga nag-dinner right now. I hope you're not listening to us while you're eating dinner.
Who's still eating dinner at
Dude,
11?
because of the pandemic, everyone's anong tawag dito? Biological clock is all over the place. Kahit ako eh. Sometimes I eat at this time eh. Sometimes. Not now, because we have ano. Anyway, so you
Okay.
said, going back to our very professional discussion kanina, you
Mm.
said that it differs from person to person, or in this case, man to man.
Yes.
So, by you preferring right over the left, does that mean you are disclosing that information about yourself?
No.
Ayun. Kasi meron ka ba ibang reference other than you? That it would
Okay,
that
no. I said right first because instinct, like, because I'm
okay,
right-handed.
okay.
I've never actually checked for myself.
I'm trying to remember now eh. Am I right or left one? Who has the higher
chat,
ground?
sound off in the chat.
Vibe check. Which one
Vibe check
hangs?
for the dudes.
Vibe check
And I
for the
guess
dudes. For the good,
girls,
yeah, for the girls, which
if you
one
have a
would you
preference.
prefer? Yeah, or would you know someone? And let us know. Just to have a consensus, ano yung mas marami? Is it the right ones or the left ones?
Yes.
Gosh. That's weird eh, no? Recently din,
Mm.
this, hindi, alam ko na before na our bodies asymmetric, 'di ba? Or parang
Yeah, to an
yeah, in a way,
extent.
'di ba? Like yung yeah, with that one, the other one hangs lower than the other. Yung sa mata, 'di ba? Yung hindi siya pantay.
Mm.
Pero before, I rarely recognize it. But now, as in very recent, as in this year lang siguro, like watching movies, series, ang tawag dito, videos, news, or whatever, parang mas nahalata ko na siya. As in yung pagiging asymmetric ng muka. Well, mostly muka, syempre, kasi yun naman yung pinapakita, 'di ba, sa mga movies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Parang it's weird eh na now I'm mas nahalata ko siya. So parang skewed yung mukha ng mga tao. Alam mo 'yun? Ang ang weird kasi alam ko before na it's asymmetric. Pero the way I see people, it's very symmetric naman, 'di ba? Pero
Yeah,
hindi
yeah.
sa halata. Ang weird. Does
Yeah,
that
I
happen to
kind
you?
of get what you're saying.
Di ba yung
Cause
parang
like
medyo
parang
nagdo-droop?
sorry.
Yung parang medyo, kasi di ba may mas mababang side. So parang, when I look at it, parang it feels like their faces, or the features of their faces are kind of drooping one side.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, not so much on the drooping, but like I get what you mean. You notice na asymmetry more.
Mm-hmm.
Because parang a time before, or like I guess because we didn't have that that mindset of asymmetry,
Mm-hmm.
na we force ourselves to see it symmetrically. I guess
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
because even looking at my face like before, syempre, I always thought yun nga, symmetric yung face ko. But then I realized then na like I think my right eye,
Mm-hmm.
like my upper eyelid sits lower.
Mm-hmm.
So like yeah, parang yeah, it looks like one eye is smaller than the other. And I
Mm-hmm.
didn't notice that till like high school. Parang, oh, that's how I look like pala.
And then once you parang recognize it or realize it, 'di ba? It's parang you can't unsee it.
Yeah.
Parang lagi mo, hindi lang sa lagi mo siyang nakikita, lagi mo siyang mapapansin. Well, for me, kasi now parang unconsciously I look at people and then, oh, this one's a righty, this one's a lefty, mga ganun. It's weird. I'm not saying shit about people with like disabilities or whatever. I mean, I'm just plainly observing people na parang it's not even negative eh. Parang napapansin ko lang siya. I think the
Mm.
weird one for me is napapansin ko siya. Like before, hindi ko siya napapansin. Kaya ang ano eh, parang oh, do you know yung I kind of forgot. Did parang yung general rule ba is when like majority of people say that a person is attractive or beautiful or good looking, it's because they have a symmetric face. Tama ba? Or baliktad?
Uh, I don't know if that's a saying, but like, alam ko diba may parang science to it, or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like
That's what I'm talking about.
if you were to be objective, yeah, your face would have to be symmetrical.
Mm,
Yeah.
parang yun yung ano. Kasi parang nakakita na rin ako before ng parang study. Or hindi naman siya sobrang official study. Like, they compare the faces of like famous celebrities na parang, syempre, a lot of people would say attractive. Like, for example, Angelina Jolie, Jennifer Aniston, or some other
Ito ba yung
supermodels.
like yung parang may grid sa face,
Yeah,
tapos
yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean, I know what you mean.
Tapos pag, ano, parang a lot, hindi naman lahat eh, pero parang a lot have actually yung parang unique na symmetrical features. Halimbawa yung kilay or yung mata, usually yung mata, na when it's symmetrical, most of them are symmetrical. So parang the conclusion in a way is if you have a symmetrical facial features, it's you're bound to be seen as a good looking person.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, hey, that's
Ang
ano.
celebrity celeb standard.
Yeah. I mean,
Yung symmetric yung
syempre,
face.
mm, pero syempre it's not total rule. I mean, all love. All love for all faces. It's a I have a question. Does it
Mm.
also ayun, hindi. Parang in terms of like looking at art, does it also apply yung symmetry? Parang do people like
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's a principle, di ba?
yeah, I gets ko yun eh. Like for example, yung as in clear cut symmetry or like yung rule of thirds, yung ganyan. Pero parang is it parang comparing like two paintings side by side, like a symmetrical one and a asymmetrical one, as in yung mas, syempre yung asymmetrical mas abstract, I guess, would people say na mas maganda yung symmetric rather than the asymmetric? That's kind of a
Mm.
nice ano ang tawag dito, social experiment.
I think it depends on how old
Oh,
you
how
like
the
how the
audience
person.
are.
Yeah, yeah. It will vary based on that, in my opinion.
How,
But also, I guess preference yan talaga ako.
wait,
I think.
so by saying by age, would do you think
Mhm.
like the older people, what would they pick? Would
I think they'd like symmetry more.
mm,
Kasi more traditional yung, well, yun nga, golden ratio,
structured?
yeah, structured, stuff like that. Compared to now, like, yun nga, mas abstract, yun nga, mas asymmetrical.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't want to generalize. I don't generalize.
yeah.
So,
We don't do that. We don't do that here. Everything
everything's
is valid. Oh,
valid.
we generalize that everything is valid, except except some other stuff.
Yeah.
Marcos is not valid.
Actually,
Oh,
funny nga that you mentioned art, eh.
why?
Especially like in the traditional sense. Because like recently, I've been super. I mean, I discovered this thing called parang NFT. I didn't really know the full term for it. Sorry
What
for
does
our lack
NFT
of.
mean?
Uh, Let me check with our research team. Basta it's art because it still involves art, but then it's in the digital world. It's in the digital space, so
Mhm.
it's not tangible. Oh, here. Non-fungible token. A non-fungible token is a unique entry on a blockchain which is not interchangeable with any other token. So NFT is created by uploading a file such as an artwork to an NFT auction market.
Mm.
Mm. So
Is
para siyang
NFT exclusive to art? Not
uh no,
or
I don't think
it's
so. I
it's
don't think so.
or they just dominate the space, or not really. Basta yun lang yung
Mm,
preferred ng mga artists right now.
it's not dominated by it. It has universal use, but then I think artists just recently found a way to use it,
Mhm.
and that's for me. That's like the medyo like shit. Why didn't I
Didn't know that.
parang yeah, parang ganun.
Mm.
Kasi it's very interesting eh.
Okay, so
Like
what goes on with the NFT marketplace?
parang blockchain. You know how blockchain works.
Yeah, is this the like bitcoins and
Parang
stuff?
Bitcoin, ganon, yeah.
Yeah.
So like, because obviously if it's digital art, the it's much easier to replicate or much easier to steal, ganon.
Mhm.
Like yung mga like anything you pick up online, you can literally just screenshot
Yeah,
the thing that you like
actually.
and save it. It's technically yours na, diba?
Yeah.
But then, yun nga, because of blockchain, they're able to like sell digital pieces of art in whether limited runs or tuloy-tuloy
Mhm.
or in collections, and then yun nga, those tokens is like a signifier na, oh, this person owns this piece of art by X.
Mhm.
Parang wow, are we're like we're parang digitization to the next level na, like yun nga, it's coming na to the art world.
Yeah, true.
Um,
Me
I'll send one of the
yeah.
sites
So
for where you can buy.
for the people to have a clear picture, or for us to paint a better picture, no pun intended, with current discussion. Ang ano rin kasi like a lot of stuff right now are mostly
Mhm.
going digital na nga 'di ba? Like
Yeah,
lalo na
yeah.
nung pandemic 'di ba? Pero actually ngayon ko lang din realize na art is actually one of the, hindi naman, uh, obviously it's ano talaga, it's parang a lot of it's digital na. Hindi, kasi art is everywhere basically. So, yung ads, yung mga pictures, ang tawag dito, yung animations, movies, ganyan, CGI, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's all digital, of course. Um, pero I think for me, art is one of those parang stuff or endeavors na I would not think of that would go
Digital.
mostly digital. Parang it's
Yeah.
one of those things na would always have one foot on the other side na kasi tangible like yung mga wall art, paintings, ganyan,
Mm-hmm.
murals. Parang dun pa rin yung heart ng art. Parang
Yeah.
yeah, maraming digital of course, pero the core of it will always be on the tangible stuff. Pero with this, like what you sent, I I know though, I guess it's one way to show na that's not actually the case anymore, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Parang it's opening new doors. And like, yun nga, like, to add to what you said, like, sayang yun naman if we just put everything on digital. Like,
Mm,
that's so much wasted potential and wasted media,
mhm.
diba? But actually, this thing is actually getting a lot of, you don't hate, but like, in a way, unwanted attention, man. Kasi there's this one guy, he's like making like a butt ton. Like, yung tipong the prices are supposed to be like as if he was dead na. You know how diba that
What?
happens? Like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
if an
When the
artist is
artist
dead,
dies, it's ano.
yeah, it goes higher, ganun.
Do you know the name of the artist?
Yeah, wait lang. I'm getting the link.
Okay, okay.
Okay, his name's Beeple Crap.
Beeple Crap. That's his name.
Yeah, that's his game. Yeah, Beeple Crap.
I'm gonna search on IG.
Yeah,
Beeple Crap.
I'm gonna paste it here also. So basically, this guy, yung shtick niya is he makes Blender art, so like 3D software art every day. One art piece a day. So like if you go on his Instagram,
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
he really posts every day. In medyo sobrang
yung
what the fuck talaga
yung bio
yun.
niya is Beeple. Art shit for your face hole. Nice.
Nice, exactly.
Nice.
He's a weird dude. But his stuff's pretty uh what do I say?
Avant-garde.
It's pretty
Out there.
unique.
Yeah, yeah.
It's out there. Yeah. So like I guess with how vulgar it's pretty vulgar.
Mhm.
And yun nga, people are actually paying for this. Given that it's actually on Instagram na rin. People are still buying the collections. And yun nga, it's reaching millions, millions. I mean, no hate to the guy, of
Yeah.
course. But yeah, but some people aren't happy about it. So like, ayun, what could be a reason behind that?
Yeah,
Parang,
that's what I was gonna ask nga na parang to the people who are hating or like egging him something. What is their reason? Have you seen like maybe in the comments like what do they say ganyan?
well,
Um
it's just mostly because uh, you're parang you're essentially you're paying for intangible things.
mhm.
Like yun nga, the you're just paying for the license to own this specific art. And like,
Okay.
why would you go that high just for that?
Um
Compared to yung physical art na, oh, you actually have yun nga, the painting or the sculpture, etc. So
mhm.
like to them that actually has value compared to pixels
Yeah.
or zeros and ones, ganun.
Yeah. I guess this is the same like the same argument as to people not understanding yung like gamers
Yeah, yeah, I
buying
agree, I agree.
ang tawag dito yung what do you call that?
Parang
skins,
loot
yeah,
box, yeah, yeah.
battle passes and stuff like that. Na people say, ba't mo pinagkakagastusan yan? Di mo naman masusuot yan. And sometimes nga,
Uh,
like, halimbawa, first-person shooters, like, this game that's currently raging on is Valorant, di ba? It's an
mhm.
FPS shooter. It's a first-person shooter. So, you rarely see your skin, di ba? And
Yeah.
you see your gun, okay, sige. But parang as a player, 'di ba? You don't really look at your gun eh. You look at the enemy you're aiming at, 'di ba? So parang the question is parang okay, you buy the skins, you have the skins, ganyan, it's nice, it's pretty. You would say na it's nice to look at, but you rarely look at it while you're playing. So bakit pa, 'di ba? Yun yung mga arguments nila with these kinds of stuff.
So I guess for that naman, like, but like from the other side, everyone sees you.
Yeah, yun nga eh.
So
That's one of
I
the
think
arguments of the
that's
gamers
only
din naman. Also,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, just to like wrap up is a game part na ano. Kasi ako rin as a gamer, I also buy skins. I'm guilty with that. Pero not naman like everything. Parang just the ones that I like. And then I don't know, I guess yung parang pinaka base pero hindi sobrang well thought out na reason is it's just the idea of owning it. The idea of
Mm,
owning that specific skin. You have that, other people don't. Parang ganun. It's it's
yeah.
it's a bit fulfilling, diba? Sometimes.
Actually, I'm gonna go off on a tangent.
Mhm.
Kasi like, also recently, like, don't you think yung mga skins, yung mga loot boxes na ganun, it's not like low-key gambling na.
Why?
Kasi it's random eh, you pay for it. And then the reward is, yeah, it's pure luck.
Yeah.
Like,
Pero
and
meron kasing
wala,
iba
parang is
na
that,
ano, 'di ba? Parang well, yeah, oo nga luck kasi sometimes you buy it because not parang walang certainty but the chances get higher if you buy that specific loot box, 'di ba? Parang ganun sometimes.
diba, yeah.
So in that sense, yeah, it kind of looks like gambling in some way. Well, lahat naman ata ngayon may gambling na. I mean, is auction like art auction not a kind of gambling also as well?
No,
It
it's whoever has the
is.
most money.
Oh, ano ba yung gambling, 'di ba? Parang ganun
No,
din 'yan
but,
eh.
no, but gambling is pure luck na, diba? Parang auctioning isn't luck.
Mm, I wouldn't say
It's,
gambling is just pure luck eh. There's a little bit of skill involved. A little bit.
well, dude, come on,
Pero
there's a
yeah.
reason why it's called, there's a reason why it's called gambling.
Pero yeah, I get that. I get that. Sometimes I see that. Well, kasi yung sa akin naman, the games I play with the games that I play and the skins that I buy from there, parang when you buy the skin, you get that specific skin na. So not much ano. Pero I know
Okay.
people who play those games that have yun nga yung you don't know what you're gonna get but you're gonna buy it and then you'll just pray na you get what you're looking for. So yeah, it's our generation's gambling. Gosh. We
It's
don't
kind of sad
condone.
though.
We don't condone, but we know it happens.
It's,
Do you do that? Do you do that? Are you a gambler, Aiki?
I'd like to think that
You're not.
I take high risks sometimes.
High risk, but
I mean,
calculated
I
risks.
make bad bets for sure. For my pride.
Okay, wait. So I'm looking at this. Going back to
Ah,
the
go, go. Sige, sige.
people
Back to the
gambling.
art.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When you have the rights now or the license, you've bought the license na.
Uh,
Can you not print it out?
I haven't gone that far, but the, here's the thing yun eh. Pag blockchain, if technically it's recorded na, it's recorded that this person has the license to this art,
Mm-hmm.
and no one can fuck with it.
Okay, so for example, um, a portrait of my face, ganyan,
Mm.
done in a weird sexual way.
Ñaño.
Um, and because of your screwed up likes and dislikes, you bought my portrait. So now you have the license, diba? It's in the blockchain now. Okay, Aiky owns this, or Aiky owns this by this much, ganyan. Uh, so do you own it in that platform lang or portal lang? You can't download it and stuff. You can't do
No,
that.
I think you can download it. Yeah,
I guess well, so I guess in that sense, well, na-download mo na, so obviously you can print it out na rin eh, diba? So parang
but
it goes back.
if you look at some of the art,
Mm-hmm.
it's moving in eh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oo nga. Like yung may
The
mga prism
mga
lighting and stuff.
cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of ganito rin eh, yung mga blender art na yung mga deep fake, yung mga parang 3D halos, 'di ba? I have a friend din who does this. Shout out to my boy Nico Del Rosario. I think he uses Blender. I'm not sure, pero yeah, his works are great. You guys can look him up din.
Plug in, plug in, plug
Yeah,
in.
plug him. His IG account is at Miko Del Roata. Anyway, but yeah, he good. He's not ganito yung sa people like yung weird na ano, pero magaganda rin yung sa kanya. Actually, ang tawag dito. I'm nudging him to do ano nga eh. Maybe he can do like kasi he does animation din. Na parang what if
Mhm.
you get into like game development ganyan kasi ang gaganda rin ng mga gawa niya eh. So, yeah. Look him up, guys. Nico Delro. Anyway,
Where were we?
wait, so if for example, yun nga, yung going back to my face portrait ganyan. So pwedeng
Okay.
marami kayong may-ari no, 'di ba?
Yes.
Like,
I guess it depends on the artist now, on how many he wants to sell.
yeah. Tsaka ano rin, like, a counter din dun sa sinabi ko kanina. Like, when you get to print it, ganyan. It's not the same eh, 'di ba? Kasi, well, for me, although it's bad, 'di ba, in the museums and stuff, I like to touch
Mhm.
paintings. Oh, okay. So, I don't... Wait, wait.
Whoa!
Okay, let me clear that up. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute.
I said I like to, but I don't. I don't. Let me be clear on that one. I don't. For the museum owners out there, please
Ayun,
don't
sobrang
cancel me.
benta. I know it's not good, but I like to touch paint.
I like to, but I don't. Let me be clear on that one. I don't touch paintings in the museum, but for example sa bahay, kapag meron ng painting sa bahay ganyan, and or some of my like relatives have, parang I can't help but touch. Ay, alam mo 'yun, parang there's something
Yeah,
there
yeah.
eh, 'di ba? Yung lalo na pag paintings like oil paintings, 'di ba, yung parang mga strokes and stuff. Parang it's very intriguing. No, so going back to this one, okay, sige, pag pinrint mo na siya, it's there, it's tangible and stuff. Pero hindi mo naman mafe-feel yung ganung stuff eh. Kasi it's all digitalized nga, eh, 'di ba? Or digitized.
Yeah.
So it's still better to appreciate that specific art in its like realm, which is the digital realm, 'di ba? So
But like, parang more and more places have LED screens na eh.
to have it, yeah.
So like, it can be appreciated through that. That could be the canvas.
hmm Dude, that would be so
Diba?
cool, no? Like in the, I guess in the near future na, no? Like yung mga LED billboards and stuff.
So,
Tas instead of, alam mo yun, instead of like yung ads, well, mostly would be ads pa rin. Pero, alam mo yun, yung sana they take time to show art talaga there. Kasi, you could actually make like the whole city a canvas for artworks like these. It's really nice to be like to give recognition to these artists, ganyan, to show art is still alive even in the digital generation. It's also a nice change of pace. Oh,
Mm-mm.
have you seen I'm not sure kung sa Korea ba yun or like Hong Kong or China. Yung parang there's this whole building like a block building. Tapos it's fully covered with LEDs. Dito parang buong block siya ng LED screen. Tapos they show 3D animation and 3D art. So when you look at it, it changes talaga.
Parang
Minsan,
trippy.
yeah, sobrang
Parang
trippy.
parang projection.
Yeah, para siyang hologram. Tapos
That's it.
yeah, dude, I forgot. I'm gonna try to look for that video. As in, tapos not just art. So they show art like for example, tiger ganyan na naggagalop or naghunt ng whatever. So when the tiger jumps, as in parang feeling mo talaga tatalon siya out of the screen. So ang galing. Tapos it's not just that. That's the art part, 'di ba?
Mm.
Sometimes they shown din na yung ads, like the ads are actually ganon. They use the same technique which is yung parang 3D nga or hologram. Tapos ang mas eye-catching siya, alam mo yun? Like not just yung flat screen na buy this, buy that, discount, ganyan. When they do it in that sense, sobrang mas eye-catching kasi syempre ang unusual eh.
But it's still an ad. Like halatang ad siya
Yeah,
or
it is
not
still.
really. Ah, okay,
I
damn. I
mean,
thought this.
parang albawa, I forgot the one I saw eh. Pero parang take for example, Ford commercial, 'di
Oh,
ba? So sa TV like you see a car driving along the road ganyan. Tapos
yun lang.
yung
Yeah.
tapos yung sa billboards, let's say yung flat na poster lang as in ay yung canvas ay ang tawag doon, tarp na kotse tapos Ford built tough yung mga ganun. Tapos this one, the car is parang running up the mountain tapos jumping off the mountain tapos parang feeling mo babagsak sa yung kotse ganun. And then by the end
Uh,
parang yeah, parang and then by
parang
the end it
amusement park.
stops. Ano no?
Parang amusement park. Yung,
Yeah. And then by the end
oh,
of it it stops and then
wild.
saka lang lalabas yung like Ford ganyan. So parang it takes you in an experience, in a whole experience before giving you the actual stuff. So it's nice. It's really nice.
Interesting. But for me, like, in terms of like what you see on buildings, parang I want to see more murals in the Philippines, especially here in the Philippines. Daming, ano to, magaling na mural painters.
True, true.
Like, I don't know if you've seen sa UP Town, diba may parang yung flowers.
Yeah.
Dude, I love them. I love
Yeah.
the, like all the artists
Mm.
from that who collabed for that. Like, I want to see more.
Also sa BGC, 'di ba? Around that place.
Ah, meron ba?
Yeah, yung like murals, I forgot the names eh. Before I remember the names, like yung astronaut na may hawak na I forgot. Basta like buong building, I think four-story building yun or five-story. Tapos yung buong isang phase niya, sin artwork siya tapos may astronaut ganyan. Tapos there's this other one na parang very colorful na babae with a dress and ganyan. Tapos as in, ewan ko, ang sarap na makakita ng ganun. Sayang nga eh kasi I know in other countries, a lot of people do that eh, 'di ba? Yung mga
It's
murals.
thriving more, yeah.
And some places parang they advocate for it na although syempre parang bawal yung graffiti pa rin, parang they give ang parang tawag dito, they advocate it in a way na parang you can do this pero you have to follow rules ganyan para naman ma-weed out yung mga nag-graffiti lang na ang tawag dito obscene or parang hate words yung sinasabi or like would spray paint swastikas out of anywhere ganyan. So pero they end up with parang they ang tawag dito, they support the local artists to make murals and sobrang nakakatuwa. Sana ganun din dito, 'di ba? And
I mean, I think it happens. Look, I
mhm.
think they can do it. I think we can do better.
Yeah, yeah, it happens, but we can really do a lot better. Yun, yung mga oh, so with that, for you ba, which one would you still prefer? Like in terms of yung ganon, yung art na so hindi counted yung like ang tawag dito, product design or furniture design, yung mga 3D objects talaga. Kasi in art, um, I don't think you would call it wall art anymore. Studio art, parang ganyan. Non-sculpture.
Mm.
Which one would you prefer? Would you still prefer the traditional on the wall kind of stuff, or would you prefer now yung mga digitized?
Wow, that's honestly that's kind of hard. Kasi I've I've had a IG awakening recently. Where
Yeah.
I find a lot of
Yeah, you do you follow a lot
great
of
art.
artists na?
Yeah, I follow
Yeah.
a lot talaga. And I spend most of my time sa Discover.
Mhm.
I'm just like I pray na, oh algorithm, please give me another great artist to look at. Parang ganun. Para mga inspire.
Mhm.
So I feel like that's my quote unquote new exhibit space, that I like to look at. But
Yeah.
you can't deny rin yun nga, obviously yung actual exhibit space. Like what's the convention called again?
What is this?
Yung sa Makati, yung, it's always like 5 floors of
Yung sa ay sa Makati ba 'yun? Yung sa, hindi.
art something eh.
Art
It's a very simple name.
Art in the Park? Is that the one? Or place ba yung Art
No,
in the
no,
Park?
no. Art, art, art,
Baka art lang.
art Philippines?
mm,
I, art fair, art fair.
nice. Nice. Really simple. Nice.
So, wow. Yeah, basta art fair. Like I like walking slowly. It's very therapeutic. Just looking
Yeah.
at everything, and then looking at it, and then looking at the price, and just really being like, okay, next, next page.
Ako
Yun.
naman, parang yeah, I enjoy that din a lot. Yung going into exhibits and galleries and looking at yung mga iba-ibang designs. Pero yeah, I've also recently took that din yung looking at
IG,
artists
IG
yeah,
art.
in IG. So basically everyone listening, if you want to have like a good change of pace in this hustle and bustle for world, stop following people or influencers or parang famous people and just
Mm.
watching them drink coffee, take a bath, mga ganon.
Grabe, the shots,
Dude,
the
follow
shots, bro.
guys, follow artists. Sobrang it would change your life. Kasi ako din parang di naman ako nag-IG before eh. Parang I had to do it for work. Pero parang napansin ko parang puro tao lang ganyan or puro like sports yung nakikita ko ganyan or news. So parang ano ba yan? Parang hindi ko naman tinitignan to, ba't pa ako may IG? So parang I looked for one. This yung artist na I really liked. His name is Leonid Afremov. He does I think oil impressionist paintings ganyan. Tapos siya kasi parang yung ibang artists kasi 'di ba? Parang they do one art for like they do one painting for like 3 months or 6 months ganyan, and then when they auction it off ang mahal ganyan or ang lalaki.
Mm.
Yung kay Leonid Afremov, I think he does painting like once a week ganun, sobrang dami. Tapos it doesn't differ naman you too much from one or the other, parang medyo pare-pareho siya kasi nga madami ganyan, pero very therapeutic lang talaga kasi makita yung mga art ganyan.
Mm.
Pero ayun, so I started with him and then parang uy okay to tapos syempre yun guys sa Discover like it suggests you other artists. So now I'm following like tattoo artists, yung eto yung sa Blender nga, tapos yung other painters, ganyan. Sobrang magbabago talaga yung outlook mo eh when you follow artists yung sa mga ganitong
Yeah, dude.
social media platforms. Well,
Honestly, like,
mm,
sorry, medyo tangent yun. Or
go go
other
go.
than other than following artists, just uh, actually, we might sound like IG noobs. Eh. But
IG
anyway,
noobs.
basta just search any topic lang sa search. And then yung I think ma-appear lang yung hashtag. Like there's a hashtag as the DP.
Mhm.
And then parang you can just follow topics.
Mm,
That's
yeah.
enough na, dude. That's enough na to override yung influencer shit. It's
True.
like I follow mga bikes.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
recently yun, like, cause I don't know if you guys know, but yun nga, I study Japanese. And then,
Hey
yun nga,
yo.
most of the time when I'm on IG, I just learned na there's a hashtag for learning languages. So like, yung random lang in the middle of my feed from hashtag learning Japanese. My like, oh, here's a new word, or like
And it
someone,
helps you. It helps
damn,
you
the
learn.
power, huh?
And it helps you learn.
Yeah, dude, like, or more or less, yeah. Parang it just helps me. It reminds me of old words, or I learn new words nga, or how to
Or
use it in a
parang
sentence.
yeah, or parang the repetition you see it. So parang
Yeah.
it ingrains further. Yeah, totoo.
Tapos, yun nga, IG also has yung that you can save, ano ba, diba? You can save posts. Tapos you can categorize those saved posts pa. So like if ever I want to look at it again, I just go to my saved post and then under learn Japanese and then all the things that I've seen na. You know,
True.
damn you Zuckerberg.
Pero, yun, going back nga, yung sa sinasabi ko
Okay,
kanina,
sorry for the tangent.
um, so yeah, I enjoy going to exhibits. Pero yun nga, since I've gotten into yun nga sa digital art world, it's, one, it's easier. Uh, two, there are a lot of stuff na, oh, yun, tapos, basta yung in terms of just looking at art and going into exhibits ganyan. I think I would prefer yung sa digital
Mm.
for the yung madali, easy to go, easy to get out, ganyan. Ang dami mong makikita. Parang hindi lang isang style or isang artist yung makikita mo, ang dami mong makikita agad, ganyan. So for that one, I think I would suggest I would prefer digital. Pero in terms of like owning an artwork for myself, ganyan, or just picking one and then
Mm.
owning it talaga, I think I would prefer yung tangible. Kasi again, I like touching paintings. So I'd buy it, I'd hang it on my wall, and I'd
Get,
touch
get.
it. I'd touch it. Yung mga
Actually,
ganun.
I think I agree with you.
Hmm.
I think I'm a
You gonna
fuck
agree with
no.
that one?
No,
Or
I'll
not
agree. I'll
really?
agree with. I'll agree with the owning. I think I'd rather own physical.
Yeah,
Kasi it's very one of one then eh, compared to like,
true.
yun nga. If you like breeze through Rarible,
Mhm.
a lot of the art has like 1 of 10 or 1 out of 69 or 1 out of 420.
Mhm. Mhm.
Ayun.
So I guess yung ano nga yung in the sense it kind of ties up with yung dun sa battle pass and yung sa skins. It's the idea of owning it. That's why you buy talaga. Or that's why you ang tawag dito, acquire certain art pieces talaga.
No, I think it's more of owning and in a way being able to hold slash use.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Kasi
yeah.
because the art from the Rarible, once you have it, parang you just have it. It's just on your computer.
Mhm.
But like with the skins, yun nga, other people see it. You technically equip it.
Mhm.
Tapos yung painting nga, you can touch the painting if you wanna touch the painting. Yeah, and I think that's
Pero there's ano din eh, like browsing through ito nga dito sa mga Blender art. Maraming capabilities na nagagawa yung sa digital na you wouldn't be able to, I guess, execute sa mga
Yeah,
ano.
definitely.
In the same way na the other way around, meron din mga bagay na like yun nga, yung tangibility, yung quality ng when you see the brush strokes and all that. So yun din, hindi mo rin makikita obviously sa digital. Pero like for example yung yun nga yung like what you said, yung parang medyo 3D or yung mga glow or like yung mga pearlescent effects ganyan. I don't think it would translate
Yeah,
as well kapag like wall art na siya.
yeah.
'Di ba?
Well,
Really
yeah,
nice.
parang down the line, it's really all preference
Preference.
like
Yeah.
eh.
As with any kind of art naman talaga, 'di ba? It just
Yeah,
boils
that's
down to preference.
so yeah. It's very for me. It's very interesting
Mhm.
technology that's coming up,
Yeah.
and I like so much regrets, dude. I wish I learned how to like use Blender.
Blender's free, 'di ba?
Yeah, it's really it's free.
Gosh, guys. Oh,
Like
for
and I had it na in high school eh. But like I remember pa because like syempre I was still like a lost boy. Like oh what am I gonna do in the future? Parang ganun. Like
mhm.
we had Blender projects. I'm like dude this is so dumb. When am I ever gonna use Blender? And then now I'm like nice.
Same thoughts yung sa ano. Uh, na tinuruan ba kayo nung high school nung yung as in simple coding?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude.
Isa pa yun. And the thing naman with that, I actually enjoyed it, and I don't know why I didn't continue. Like I
Gosh.
think sorry. I think I know why then.
Mm.
I don't know if you have it. I kind of asked this with my friend before, like and I wonder if also the older generation felt this way. Na parang like the more you get older, or like the more like when you reach age milestones, do you ever feel like, damn, I never thought I'd get here?
True. I think
Like,
it goes without saying for everyone.
diba? Like, I mean, it's kind of bad to blame it on that. But I think subconsciously, my brain was always thinking, oh, I don't really know if I'm gonna get that far in life, so I won't really think about it. I'll just do what I want to do now.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you feel that way?
Yeah. I think
Or is it
that's
just
the
me?
it's the immature side of ourselves nung time na yun, 'di
Yeah,
ba?
yeah,
Kasi
yeah,
nung high school you wouldn't parang most of us, 'di ba? A lot of us na yung ang iniisip lang is what to do next week, what to do this week, and
yeah.
you rarely look at years down the road, 5 years, 10 years. Tapos yun, tapos you go through the motions and then you go to college and yun, medyo lumalayo na yung, yung goals mo and stuff and yung outlook mo in life. Tapos ngayon na matanda ka na, like college graduate ka na, working ka na and stuff. Yun, ma-realize mo na parang, oh, damn, hindi ko in-expect. Kasi hindi mo naman iniisip yun before talaga. And now,
Uh,
pagdating mo dito, now you look way ahead, like 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And you're
mm,
thinking, oh, I'm gonna need coding. And then you had it before, but you thought you wouldn't use it. So, ang
uh,
nakaka-frustrate.
no, but okay, this might sound depressing, but my mindset was actually back then. I didn't think the word would still be around. Like alam mo yun, like especially like, this is like prime example I remember when I was a kid. Like do you remember when the Celtics traded sila the big three
Yeah.
to the Nets, and then they got picks all the way ano to from
Like 3 years
what
ba yun?
that
5
years
years?
mga like they only cashed in recently, diba? Like 2019 ata, they got drafted 2019 or 2018.
Mm-mm.
And I remember when I first saw that, like, bruh, will the league still be relevant?
May
Will
basketball pa ba nung time na
the
yun?
basketball pa ba na ako, ha? Aren't we gonna like, kasi, diba, you know how also in like grade school, high school, like they super teach climate change early.
Mm.
But I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
Diba? So like, I guess that was also in my head na parang, oh shit, it's gonna catch up. Climate change is gonna catch up and we're not gonna be alive.
Yung mga, ano yun eh, kasalanan ng mga post-apocalyptic movies yun eh. Yung ganun yung
Oh yeah,
gagawin ng
that's
mga
that,
tao.
actually that's true. That's true.
Yung parang,
Sorry,
feeling
sorry that
ko,
got
feeling ko, pag by 50 na ako, may zombies na, ganun. So parang, bakit pa? Why bother?
yeah, the body. Oh, so dumb.
Pero, yeah. Well, I think we're not that far off. Pero sana,
Yeah,
ano,
honestly, but nowadays,
dude, one
it's
of it,
it's so real, no?
yeah. As in, dati it was a joke, now it's parang, is it still a joke? Pero one
Uh,
good thing about it is, oh, remember yung when people were talking about na parang what if we get to live outside Earth, ganon. Na
mm,
get to live on other planets, other galaxies, ganyan. Parang kasi dahil nga dun sa mga sci-fi movies and all that shit. Kasi di ba tayo
yeah,
mga bata. Pero now, like with SpaceX, with Elon Musk and alam mo yun, starting the
mm,
thread pa lang, di ba? It's
yeah, yeah,
it's actually something that could happen, 'di ba? I wouldn't be sure like near future or what, pero it's actually kind of going to happen, 'di ba? Before it was just a dream for boys and girls and kids. But now, parang holy shit, yun na, ginagawa na nila. Yung mga ganun. So,
yeah,
crazy
yeah.
talaga. I
Uh,
remembered yung ay, wait, ano sabi mo?
Are you gonna?
I'm gonna say
Mm,
about artwork.
okay, okay. Go.
So, yun, talking about yung mga digital art, 'di ba? Yung parang
Mm,
for the future art na. I have this friend. Oh, I have another shout out. Shout out to my friend from college, si Anya Bongato. From FA din, as in UPFA.
oh,
She does oil painting ata. Basta ganun, art on canvas, ganyan.
mhm.
And yung style niya is how do you call that? Yung parang Roman art, yung parang ang tawag dito, yung ano yung pointing together art, yung si God and man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yung parang ganun yung style. She paints like that. And grabe, sobrang parang I will only be seeing those kinds of art yung mga gawa before, yung mga luma na, yung mga nagka-crack na yung paint and shit. Pero now, no, actually knowing a person who does the same kind of art and seeing it as in like this one is done like months ago, ganyan. Parang parang never ko naisip na aabot ako aabot ako sa ganun yung this kind of art booming again. I would say booming kasi siya pala yung nakikita ko na gumagawa nun. Pero like an actual person doing that kind of art, ang nakakatuwa. Kasi sobrang kakaiba rin in a way, even though it's kind of the same as yung mga olden times. Pero ang galing, wala lang, ang galing, ang kakaiba. Pero she does it differently. Like parang, ano ba, parang, halimbawa sino ba? Ano pangalan nito? Forgot the name. Oh, yung, di ba meron si Hercules? Ay, si Hercules.
Mm,
Yung sculpture, di ba? So I think she has a painting of that one. Tapos, naka-t-shirt. Let's say, hypothetically.
okay.
Parang ganun. Pero done in that
Style.
style. O, parang,
Mm,
nakakatuwa lang. Ang refreshing lang niya tignan. Tapos, wala. Yung this kind of style going back into this generation. It's refreshing pala. Even though you know it was done before. Seeing it now, yung ganitong setting, very refreshing. So I hope a lot of people do, a lot of artists do that again. Kasi it's nice. I want to have her commission nga eh. But I don't have the money.
yeah.
Yun yung
I
mga
guess
ganong klase yung mga
things
art na magandang
cycle.
wall. Ano yun? Ano yun?
Or things just cycle.
Yeah. Di
but
ba,
but there's still like flavor to add to it, but then that
mm,
you never knew. I think that's why maybe that's why it's appreciated.
yeah. Di ba we had that conversation before yung our generation doesn't really have yung
Like
our
new
own,
thing.
yeah, our own language, ganyan yun. Bawa yung
It's just rehashed. Yeah, yeah.
Bauhaus, ganyan. So, yung in that sense, maybe that's how trends happen. Yung getting, di ba, we talked about it din before, yung getting something from
The
that,
past.
yeah, from the past,
Uh,
doing something new or tweaking it a bit and then making it our own. Maybe that's how it happens. Diba?
or maybe this wearable thing is gonna be
Actually,
our.
pwede, 'di ba?
It could be.
And it's booming na nga eh, 'di ba? As we can see,
Yeah,
like people are
it's
buying it
starting up.
and stuff. So maybe
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Yeah. Gosh.
Hmm.
True, true, true. And maybe, I mean, like how many years before we wouldn't expect na mangyayari to and now it's happening.
Yeah, dude.
So ano pa kayang pwede mangyari, 'di ba? In the art world.
My brain. My tiny brain cannot comprehend. Joke lang.
No.
But yeah.
How do they make how do they think of this stuff?
Oh, nga.
How do they paano mo naiisip na gumawa ng ganito? Sobrang weird.
Like, can you imagine like let's say like old consoles on exhibits?
Go, man. Solid yun.
I
And you can actually play it. Can you actually play it? Dude, sobrang cool nun.
guess.
I have an ano eh. My brother bought it for me like how many Christmases ago. Yung old na Atari family computer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pero, syempre, ano na siya, ang tawag dito,
Or
updated
updated
na siya.
yung
So, yung casing or yung housing, same pa rin, yung itsura and all that. Pero yung cartridge,
it's like all in one, diba?
yeah, hindi, pero it still looks the same and you still plug it in. Pero when you hold it, it's unusually light compared to before. So I
Uh,
examined it and what they did pala is it's just a cartridge na lang pero what's inside is like an SD card. Tapos yun yung
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so yung internals niya ano na as in new technology na. It just looks like the old Atari. Pero when you play it, it's still the old Atari. Yung weird pa rin. Tapos yung mga
Graphics.
yeah, yung mga bugs nga nandun pa rin, yung mga bug ng yung when yung sa Mario, 'di ba, yung hindi ka mamamatay, yung mga ganun.
Gets, yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that's what's gonna happen.
Mm.
Cool, 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 cool.
Ano, medyo tangent yun, like, because I know there's like a project, or I think it's in the States lang,
Mm.
like they save old websites, like hindi na ginagamit. Kasi diba, when the internet was just starting,
Mm.
and people who knew how to code, they were just randomly make random ass
Oh,
websites, and sobrang pangit pa na yung tignan.
oh.
And like, parang people in the States, they're preserving those websites. And it's super interesting lang na I wonder how we're gonna preserve stuff like games or everything digital and
Mhm.
like is it all gonna be in a website or are they gonna find a way to exhibit it also physically?
Mhm.
Yeah, because it's unprecedented. It's not like physical objects. You just keep it in like ano to, climate controlled area or something like that.
Mhm.
Pero ito, you'd probably have to like get a server or something like, or
Yeah.
wala. It's pretty wild. I'm gonna look for that again. Yung collection of 90s websites.
Tsaka parang kapag sa pag digitized nga, parang syempre it wouldn't age the same way as yung mga like yung mga old TVs, old cassette players, yung old radios ganyan, 'di ba? Parang when you can only preserve it for at a certain point. Pero syempre, it deteriorates din, di ba? Like yung mga bakal, yung mga internal, yung mga wiring, ganyan. Pero pag let's say ganito, digital art, that wouldn't really age eh. Di ba? Kasi nandun lang naman yun. Parang it would only age in terms of yung sa perspective na parang, uy, dati ganito yung itsura ng ano, ngayon ganito na. Pero, parang how would it feel kaya? Like, albawa, 20 years, 30 years from now, assuming na boy pa tayo nun, yung, how would it feel? Kasi, pagdating nun time na yun, I'm guessing, at some point, parang medyo digital pa rin naman, di ba? So, would it feel, or would it look aged pa rin, or feel like it has aged in the same way na you would go into museums and look at old bicycles, old cars. Kasi digital pa rin yun eh. Digital is digital eh, di ba? It's
We
nice.
never know. Yeah, parang we still don't know yun how technology will advance.
Ano kayang
My head.
ano kaya yung next best thing from like VR, hologram,
Oo
and
nga.
then what? Ganun.
And then what? Yes.
Have you seen Ready Player One?
No. Actually, I read the book-ish. Di ko natapos. But yeah, I think, but that's kind of like VR na, diba?
Yeah, pero done in a very ano talaga, yung ang tawag dito, yung sobrang
Yung
laki
parang,
ng
yung parang
atmosphere. Yeah.
infinite yung steps.
Yeah, and like what they said guys sa Ready Player One is, it's not just like a VR game. It's like a VR world. Tapos
Yeah.
you go into that and then you play games and then you go into like museums and watch movies. So parang ibang world na siya talaga. Hindi lang siya VR, tas kung anong VR yung nilalaro mo yun lang. Parang if that were to happen, ano kaya mangyari dun? No?
I think if that were to happen, the world would be shit. Diba
Just like in the
yung
movies.
technically yun yung message ng story, diba? Na,
Oo.
anyway.
Yung kakalimutan na ng mga tao
yung
yung real world.
world. I think I forgot.
Oh gosh, as an
But
OCD
actually,
person, kadiri.
this is my ano to. Again, sorry if it's kind of depressing. What if
What are you
we
smoking? Bakit puro ganyan?
I
Okay,
don't
go.
know, man. I don't know. Like, what if we advance so much na we create our own matrix?
Gosh. Oo nga,
Diba?
yun pa.
That'd be so fucked up, no?
Yung babalik ka, iikot ka yung full circle. Tapos, kailangan mong...
Oh nga, like, diba, there's a yung joke na we live in a matrix.
Mm,
But what if yun nga, we go so deep na
it actually
we also,
happens.
we create our own matrix within the matrix. Lamaw.
Yung, ano siguro, like yung gumawa nung matrix natin right now would say like,
Uh,
what the fuck are you guys doing? Dude!
didn't we send you the signs that this is a matrix?
Parang, yo, I thought we were fucked up, but look at these guys. They're digging their hole deeper. Ah, gosh. Exciting times.
or what if it's do you know ano to? Shit, what's it called? The Midnight Gospel.
No, you said this before na eh, pero hindi ko
I
pa
did.
nakita. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh man,
I haven't
I
seen it eh.
recommend. I highly recommend.
I will, I
But
will.
but yung the funny thing about that show kasi is like he yung device na ginagamit ng guy,
Hmm.
it sends him into a simulated universe.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that's VR pa rin or what. Basta, yeah, you'll understand it when you watch it. You'll
Okay.
understand.
Naka,
Yeah.
di pa ako naka-XP ng VR. I think, nakatry na ako, pero yung short VR lang.
Yeah, same. Short lang.
Pero hindi pa ako nakatry talaga nung, like, hindi pa ako nakatry ng game. I've tried yung ano, ang natry ko pa lang ata yung Mad Max. Have you seen that? There's like a short film-ish na VR Mad Max. Masaya. Yung ano, meron yung Attack on Titan, di ba?
Really?
Yeah. Parang meron yung sa Japan, 'di ba? Meron sila no ride na yung para kang ang tawag dito. Parang kang like yun, parang sila Eren yung naka ODM gear.
Mm.
So yun sa VR ganun din. Nakaganon ka rin. Tapos parang oh shit. Pero medyo weird kasi parang you're just along for the ride. Hindi ikaw yung nagko-control ng ODM, you don't control where you're going. You're just the eyes basically. Yeah. It's fun, pero I would like to try yung actual VR talaga.
Yeah.
Have you tried kind of
No.
VR chat?
No. That'd be fun, though.
Yeah.
VR chat. What if we have our show there? We have our show there, no?
Ooh, dude.
We're just going around asking random people.
Yeah,
So VR.
I feel like that would be the future of RAQs. RAQs goes VR. Parang
Tapos
yung ano,
break na tayo sa Twitch.
sa Twitch. Para tayo yung mga ano, yung ang tawag dito, yung mga segments dun sa mga Today Show, Late Show. Yung mga naglalakad sa streets asking people around, parang, oh, what would you say about this? What do you say about that?
You know the all gas no brakes.
I've heard of it. I think you're the one who mentioned it before.
Yun. Parang it's just this random guy who goes across America interviewing random American. Tapos usually yung mga ini-interview niya is yung mga rednecks, gano'n.
Yeah.
So it's really super funny.
Siya rin ba yung pumunta dun sa yung Trump rally? Or I think that's a different person. Yung he went into like a Trump rally tas asking people questions tapos sobrang absurd yung mga sagot ng mga tao.
Ano na iba yun. Pero I think one of the funny moments from this guy yung sa All Gas No Brakes, he was interviewing a girl tapos sabi niya, oh, what do you think about the COVID situation? Blah, blah, blah. Then she's saying na, oh, it's pretty scary, blah, blah, blah. And then they're outside, Tapos yung voice niya, sobrang hoarse. Like, may sore throat talaga siya.
I've seen this! Yun pala yun!
Tapos sabi niya, oh, but I actually have the COVID. Then he's like, you what? I have it right now. Like, tapos he just looks at the camera. Like,
and this is where
you can't fake that. You can't fake that talaga.
Yun pala yun. Yung clip na yun, specifically, I've seen. Tapos yun
Diba,
pala galing yun.
Yeah.
Gago.
He's also on IG. I think that's where most of his content is. Super fun.
I look into that. Yeah. I guess that's it for our episode tonight. We've kind of gotten to but yeah, it's a good talk about art and art nowadays and where it would hopefully lead to. Exciting times.
AR. Saktong yung topic.
Augmented reality. Ay! Quinito, you're falling behind. The joke lang.
This is our second episode na of AR.
Yeah. I think kami ni Quinito, we've had like once pa.
Isa lang, diba?
Yeah. On YouTube.
Yeah.
I think we did one before sa Twitch. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that's our episode for tonight. Thank you for tuning in on us talking about art and digital art and all that shit. I hope you guys enjoyed our episode tonight. So again, that was your weekly dose of randomness with us. We are your hosts. I am Raptoran. The right ball. Hi, right ball.
Raptoran from
RPD.
And I'm Aiky.
Yeah, and this has been RAQs, where everything is valid. Enjoy your weekend, guys, and keep safe.
Yes, please. You know, I just remembered,
What?
like last time, I cut you off nga from, from
What?
UPD.
Ano?
No, but the last week, nung
Yeah.
nag-outro ka,
Yeah.
I cut you off. I
Yeah.
forgot that you were supposed to say from UPD.
Pero
Wala lang.
I'm trying to wean off saying UPD kasi
Ah.
kanina I was asked for a valid ID and then I gave my UPID and then the girl was like, dito ko pa rin ba nag-aaral? Sabi ko, ay hindi na po. Tapos sabi niya, sir, valid ID po. So I gave my driver's license. So apparently I'm not from UP anymore. It's not a valid ID anymore. So from now on, I'd be Rap Duran. And that's it.
Alright.
Gosh. I'm old!
The old boy. Oh god.
At least I'm not a boomer. Oh!
Hey, keep that to ourselves.
Alright,
Alright,
news!
good night.
Good night!